Well, hello everyone. It's Angela with Mystic Moon, bringing you guys a reading today on your soul connection that's either experiencing a challenge or a separation. So this one is going to be peeling back the layers of your connection. So we're going to go through just a bunch of different layers. So some of this reading will be available here, and then we're going to take it a little bit deeper over on the extended. So I'll put that link down below if you guys are interested in going deeper. And I just wanted to give a shout out and a thanks to all of you, whether it's been here or on my Treasure Trove channel or Instagram. You guys have just been so wonderful and supportive with all of your kind words and stories in regards to the passing of my kitty cat Chibs last Sunday. So I've just read all of your just heartfelt personal stories, and it's really, really been helpful. I know that you guys have also gone through or are currently going through heartbreaking situations. And so not that, I'm glad that I'm not the only one. It's just, it made me feel so connected to you guys. And it just made me feel like I just, wasn't so alone. So I just want to say thank you to each and every one of you that shared your personal stories and your thoughts and just sent your love and your prayers and just everything. It's just been so wonderful and so helpful. And of course, I still am missing my baby every day, but every day, I'm not saying it's getting easier. It's just settling in a little bit more, with the acceptance more and more each day. But anyways, I just want to say thank you guys again so much for all of your support before I got started. All right, you guys. So let's go ahead and jump into the reading. So the very first thing that we're going to focus on here is, what is the core layer? What is this connection made of? What is the energy here that Spirit wants to share with us for those of you that are meant to resonate with this reading today? What is the core layer of this connection of you and your counterpart? All the decks will be listed down below. And today's Orgonite here is called the High Priestess, created by Michelle from Wing and Bell. All right. Okay, interesting. So we have yin yang. So masculine and feminine energy. To me, this is definitely confirming here that this is a counterpart situation. You have chosen this counterpart in this particular lifetime in order to balance something out within you, and you balancing something out within your person as well. So that's literally the core of this connection, is balancing the energy. Now, if you're feminine watching my video, which the majority of you are, I'm going to do it from that perspective. I feel that your masculine is perhaps going to trigger certain things within you in this life that will help you to, just kind of balance your inner masculine as well. So this masculine not only represents something outside of you, but also something within you too. So let's go ahead and get another message. Let's see what else we've got going on with this balancing energy here. Wow, we have soulmate energy. So we're not labeling connections, you guys. Just to me, this just means that this is a counterpart. This is someone who you feel a deep soul connection with. And I'm also getting you guys that if this particular counterpart is on the other side, your soul will still feel very connected to this particular individual. So there's a special message for those that have a twin flame counterpart soulmate on the other side, because it does say here, your soulmate is already with you in spirit. Believe. So believe that you're receiving signs, believe that you're receiving messages from your person. So even if you guys are obviously in a physical separation, whether that's just due to issues and challenges or, physical death, you're still connected. So believe in this connection, believe what it has to teach you, believe what it's bringing up within you and helping you to balance within yourself. So I think that's just so amazing. Okay. So your souls incarnated or came into this life, whether it was temporary, regardless of what's happening right now, for a reason. So let's go ahead and get some more messages here on that. Your souls chose each other in this life. That's the core of this connection. Oh my gosh. We have the universe, which is the world's energy, keyword expansion. So this to me, it's spiritual ascension, spiritual expansion, really coming here to close up a lot of just cycles, maybe even past life stuff. The reason I say that is because the world card is connected to the planet Saturn, and Saturn is about burdens, restrictions, lessons, hardships, karma. So I feel like you and your counterpart did come together in order to help clear a lot of karma, not only within yourselves, but also just in this world. So some of you might feel like you have a particular mission or a purpose in this life to make the world a better place, to, lift the vibration of the planet. So there's definitely something big here, definitely something taking place. And I'm also getting to the core of your connection could be that you're not even from this particular world, meaning I'm not saying that this is your first time here on Earth, but I feel like maybe you and your counterpart are from a different like star constellation. Maybe you identify with a particular star seed, there's some kind of energy that's connecting there. So if that resonates with you guys, that's just what I'm seeing too. All right, what else? Yeah, look at this, you guys. 10 of Swords. Some of you have dealt with a lot of pain because the 10 of Angels, 10 of Swords is a very painful card. It does feel like a death. So it doesn't actually have to be a physical death, even though it can be, but it feels like a death. It feels like that there's swords in your back. You feel like you can't move. You feel like it's very difficult to recover. So there's definitely some very heavy burdens and hardships having to do with pain in this particular lifetime. So some of you guys could be dealing with some ancestral karma, as in you came here to really clear out a lot of ancestral stuff here. Throughout the bloodlines here, throughout different lifetimes for different people and ancestors. So it's pretty heavy duty stuff is what I'm seeing here. Pretty painful lessons, but the core of who you guys are is that not even death, not even physical separation, however that's coming about, can break this bond, can break this connection. You always feel it within. You can always go within yourself and feel this person. That's how strong this energy is. That's how strong this connection is. And then we have the Page of Hearts, the Page of Cups. Okay, so I'm getting immediately here that this could be either a child on the other side, a child that you and your person have that you lost. I am getting that for some. This could also be a child that hasn't come through, but that's on the other side, that's connected to you and your counterpart. I usually don't get that for this particular card, but I'm just getting it, and so I'm telling you. But because it has the word innocence, so to me it's like a child. It's like a childlike innocence here. And it could even be that there is this soul family, soul connection, childhood. You've known this person your entire life, or you feel like you guys have come back, every lifetime together. You guys could have very similar childhoods as well. There could be similar childhood traumas or just, upbringing, etc. So you guys just connect on that level as well. But this could also be about bringing art and creation. So bringing some sort of healing in a very childlike way to the universe, just through your light, through your experience, through your vibration and who you guys are as counterparts really inspires a lot of people. Your love, the love that you have inside inspires a lot of people. That's just what I'm seeing here because it's so pure. It's like this innocence energy. It's so pure. But I am getting for some of you that you do share a child with this person. Now, even if they never came through in physical form into this earthly plane, it's like you have a child that's somewhere like on the other side, or not really on the other side, just not here. You guys share this child. So If you feel like you were meant to have a child with this person, I feel like you're correct. For whatever reason, the timing just may not have been right, or it's just not meant to be in this particular lifetime. But you guys are sharing some sort of, there's a family tribe here. There's a connection of a soul tribe, soul family. There's other people that are not here in this physical reality, but they're somewhere else, and they're cheering your union, your connection, your ascension on in this particular lifetime. It's very interesting. Very interesting at the core here. So let's go ahead and get another layer, you guys, because I just feel like there's just a lot. There's a lot here for this connection. What else is at the core of this connection? Remembrance. This is the past life energy. So this confirms for me, you guys, that you have done many lifetimes with this person. Your souls recognize each other once you come together and meet. So there's that feeling of familiarity, like you just know this person. Maybe you haven't known them that long, but you feel like you've known them your entire life, because I'm just getting here, you've known them for lifetimes. So there's this soul memory. There is this, maybe even things that come in spurts. You don't always remember everything right at once, but it's like it comes in fragments throughout your time of having this experience with this person. Even if you're not with them, it's like your soul remembers things. It either recalls things through visions, downloads, dreams, something. You just get a lot of messages from spirit about this connection. And I'm also getting this, it happens for this person as well. So even if you're a person is somewhat kind of either sleeping, not fully awake at this time, they are slowly recalling memories of your connection, of your lifetimes together. Yes, that's what I'm seeing here. So that's at the core here. All right, let's go ahead and get another card. Okay, interesting. So you guys can obviously see that word there. It's like this very sensual union. When the two of you guys maybe connected physically, this might have been where you really were activated, like that kundalini awakening, however you say that word. I hope I'm not butchering it, but you guys know what I'm talking about. It's just, there's something very spiritual. There's some kind of a sensation that creates just this mass cracking open of your soul, and it's connected to your person. You guys remember who you are through each other. So there's something very intense here. And of course, it happened when the two of you physically came together, is what I'm seeing here. But it continues to be strong, even though you're physically either apart or just not spending time physically together, which I guess is the same thing. All right, what else? Yeah, I love this. The Four of Trees, which is the Four of Pentacles, growth. So the Four of Pentacles, you guys, is one of those cards that kind of has a dual meaning. We're holding on very tightly, but then we also need to remember to let go. So it's like a loose grip. So yes, we feel connected to this person. Throughout our lifetime, we're not meant to forget them, but we're also not meant to get hung up on them either. So there's a special message here. There's something very special with this person. You're not meant to forget them, but you're not meant to get stuck or hung up on them either. You're here for growth and ascension purposes. You're here to heal. You're here to ascend. And that can't necessarily happen when we're holding on very tightly to something, especially if something wants to leave or something does leave in the physical plane. It's very difficult to not feel that loss, but we do have to continue to expand. We do have to continue to grow. So Spirit is saying there's a lesson here at the core as well. Yeah, and that's really, really hard, because the Five of Angels is the Five of Swords. The Five of Swords is a battle, and that can be an inner battle. It's like a card where we're just definitely trying to fight the fight. We're trying to fight an inevitable battle here. And it's not saying that, it's not really about winning, and it doesn't mean we can't win, but it's not every single battle or every single pain that we are feeling are we meant to dwell in forever. Are we meant to, fight to the death? So there has to be a withdrawal at some point. We have to let go at some point of either this person or this connection. I just feel what's at the core of this connection is that it's not meant to continue on. Meaning, like it's not meant to continue on forever for like a long period of time. You guys might have a separation, a period of growth, and then returning together, at a different time. But that's just what's at the core here. This major growth and ascension doesn't seem to be able to take place without some sort of pain and some sort of a struggle, okay? And it's up to us on how long we will hold ourselves back by continuing to hang on too tightly to this. We're going to have to learn to let go at some point and just kind of trust in the process. I love that. The King of Trees. So the King of Pentacles here. This is Taurus's energy. The King, it says architect. So this is like, we're building something. We're building a life. We're building something incredible in this life. This is about being the masters of our own universe, of course, with the assistance of spirit and the assistance of our counterpart. But we are really, creating our entire experience and our destiny and just our world. And so we're kind of at the forefront of what we're creating here. And it's like not forgetting that. So I feel like what the core message here is that even though you may be physically apart, you're still very much connected. And when you guys came together, the physical connection really activated some sort of an awakening in both parties. But there is some sort of pain and struggle here. There's also this, constantly remembering this person, feeling like I'll never forget. And I'm just getting here. It's a very nice message. You're not meant to forget this person, but you're also not meant to mourn this person your entire life either. You're meant to get to a beautiful space with it. You're meant to find peace and to make peace with the situation and accept it for what it is. Okay. And the quicker that you can do that, the more that you can get in touch with what you're supposed to build on your own. And I feel that when both of you reach this level of mastery within yourselves, you guys will be able to come together as two kings, right? And build something together, perhaps in this life. So lots of growth, lots of beautiful, wonderful things here. There is pain, but there's also a lot of pleasure and a lot of heartfelt energy too. And apparently there are other people on the other side connected to both of you, whether they're ancestors, soul family, people that have passed on, children that were never born or that went to the other side. There's also these spirits here in your connection, at the core of your connection, really rooting for the two of you to continue on your journeys of growth and ascension. So beautiful. Oh my gosh, I love it. Okay. So now we're going to get into the feminine layer. All right. Let's get the feminine layer of this connection. Let's look at this energy of the feminine. What is the feminine energy, the feminine layer here of this connection? Ooh, we have self-love, Aphrodite, and that's really beautiful. So the feminine's coming through big time with this very lovely, beautiful energy of Aphrodite. To me, this is the ultimate divine feminine. This particular divine feminine is the queen because she loves herself. So perhaps that's really what your counterpart helps you to do, helps you to discover ways to really, really love yourself in this particular lifetime, you guys. Maybe a lot of you didn't value yourself when you came together with your counterpart. And so a lot of the pain, a lot of the lessons that you had to go through has now pushed you to this point of loving yourself more than you ever have. And in a way, you can thank your counterpart for this because they had a big part in this healing aspect of your life. I love that. All right, let's go ahead and get some details around that. Self-love energy for feminine. There's the Ten of Swords, you guys. Oh my gosh. So this is already connecting to the core of the connection. Remember, it already came out over here. Ten of Swords. See? Ten of Swords. So now we have the Ten of Swords again. The Ten of Swords is a very painful card, you guys. It's very similar to death. But this is about really, really feeling the pain of the ending, really feeling the pain of those swords. So something could have happened between you and your masculine feminine that really activated this need to love yourself, this need to absolutely take care of you. Maybe you were losing yourself in your masculine. Maybe you've lost yourself in taking care of other people or loving other people more than yourself your entire life. So if you think about it, it's like the masculine could have just been the icing on the cake, that last bit of pain that you needed to finally be reminded just how important it is for you to love you. All right, let's see what else. And we have the Seven of Wands. The Seven of Wands is a card of being a fighter, really, really standing up for yourself, really holding yourself up in high ground, seeing yourself in a higher light. Instead of downplaying your needs, this would be a card where we're telling people no, we're telling people back off, we're setting healthy boundaries. We're not taking every single thing that comes at us. We are deflecting some of that energy. So I feel for some of you feminines that you may be very empathic in this lifetime, nurturers, caregivers, just definitely very much in your heart space. And so a lot of people can take advantage of that energy. They can mistake this kindness, for weakness. They can just mistake a lot of your giving nature, maybe even use you and abuse you. And I don't know that some people even realize that they're doing it. It's just, unfortunately, sometimes people are just takers and they just take because you're giving. And then what can end up happening is that we can feel really angry and bitter when we don't get back, or when we don't get the outcome of the relationship that we were expecting because of all the giving. So there is just some kind of a lesson here for the feminine when it comes to really battling a lot of things and battling a lot of maybe endings in her life. And it doesn't have to just be this masculine here. She's gone through a lot of pain. She's gone through a lot of endings here. And it has really definitely helped to shape and mold her into who she is now, which is shining for all to see, really loving what she sees in the mirror now. And if you're not there yet, feminine, I feel that this is something that is going to happen with time. And now we have the Page of Swords. And the Page of Swords is a new mindset. The Page of Swords is how you communicate with other people. And I just feel like you guys have probably had to fine tune this. You've had to fine tune with, what you're actually saying. What is your language of love? What is it that you are expecting, when you do certain things or say certain things, or, when we do certain things, it does speak volumes, right? So if we're over giving and we don't need anything in return, and we're just constantly giving, and we're not really taking any time to replenish ourselves, other people can look at that and say, hey, this person is totally fine with giving me everything and I don't have to give anything back. So that's what I'm saying here. It's like an example of our actions sometimes do speak volumes. So we don't even have to say anything. Our actions do all the talking. And I just feel like your communication, feminine, you've had to change something. You've had to change the way that you put yourself out there, the way that you treat yourself, what you expect, what you're saying, boundaries, things that you involve yourself in, things that you will no longer involve yourself in. You've had to learn a lot. You've had a lot of learning curves, and it's been through pain and maybe even a lot of fighting, or having to fight for your right. And it hasn't been easy. Fight for your right to just be heard or understood, and maybe even had to leave certain people or things behind because they're not with the program of loving you. They are with the program of using you, or still identifying with the old you instead of the new resurrected you. So I feel like you guys have probably had to lose a lot in order to gain this newfound respect and love for yourself. And sometimes that's just what's necessary. People that don't want to value you or respect you, sometimes we just have to be okay with letting it fall away. We just have to be okay with that. And I just feel like feminines, you guys have had to probably learn this, and it's been very painful, hard lessons. So let's now take a look at the masculine layer of this connection. We have typhon, maybe. I don't even know how to say that word. I think it's typhoon, right? Anger, rage, interesting. So this particular masculine may have a temper, or he just may have a lot of resentment, a lot of energy that maybe is even misunderstood, right? So let's go ahead and see what this is all about. What is this energy here of expressing anger or rage? Okay, so we have the Fool. So the Fool, you guys, is one of those cards where it really talks about wanting to be limitless, wanting to be completely free of all restrictions, just wanting to go about life to the beat of your own drum. You don't want to listen to anything that anyone really has to say. You don't want their input. You're just going to go and do what you want to do. And I just feel like this masculine has some sort of issues in this particular lifetime with either commitment or feeling restricted or blocked. This could be from a parent that was over controlling. And so now it has created this masculine to really want to completely be free to the total extreme, where he doesn't want any strings attached, doesn't want anything limiting him, just wants to be completely free and even like, kind of foolish or childlike. And there's a time to be a child, and then there's a time to, be an adult. And I just feel like this masculine could really lash out at anything that's restricting him, anything that's causing him to feel like he can't do what he wants to do when he wants to do it, or live his life in the way he wants to live it, which could be very unconventional. This masculine may have a lot of issues with commitment. But we do have the Four of Wands. And of course, the Four of Wands is a card of commitment. Now, this is 1111. And so I feel like because you guys are counterparts, that it's through your connection that this masculine is going to balance out these commitment issues. Okay. I feel like he's kind of a wanderer, like a wanderer of the world. Right. And then the feminine comes in, offers this connection, offers this really beautiful foundation, this beautiful spiritual connection. I feel like the masculine doesn't know what to do with it because it's totally foreign to him, but it reminds him of something that he does truly want deep down inside. And he might sabotage this connection with behavior. He might sabotage it or even just become hostile towards this feminine because he doesn't know what to do with this energy. So I feel like it's very confusing. This masculine might really give a lot of mixed signals to this feminine. I want you, but then I don't want you. So there's a lot of push, pull, push, pull. So that's very interesting. And I just feel like it has something to do with his foundation, though, in life. And I was just getting to hear something about childhood. The way that this masculine was raised has a lot to do, and it's not an excuse, but it has a lot to do with the layers of who he is. If you peel back the layers of who this masculine is, it has something to do with his foundation, the beginning, meaning childhood of his life. And we have the Ace of Coins. But this is a really nice reminder because this does tell me, feminines, that this masculine does have the ability to start fresh and start new in this life. He doesn't have to allow his past or his upbringing to basically affect him in this negative way forever. He can start fresh. He can plant a new seed in this connection with you. He can change. I'm not saying that he will change, but he can. He is capable of it in this lifetime. But what I'm getting, feminine, is that this masculine might just be too much of a fighter right now. Like he's fighting himself. He's battling himself. And a lot of this anger and rage that he feels, he might be projecting it out to others, but really what's going on is there's something else responsible for it. So I feel like it's misplaced anger, and he just doesn't know what it really is from. And so I feel like he actually is currently peeling back the layers of his own life to get to the core issue, which is the beginning, the core issue as to where this feeling came from, why he has these issues either with commitment or behavioral issues. I really feel like he's trying to get to the bottom of this. And so this Ace of Pentacles to me is a really beautiful reminder that this masculine can get to the core and can plant a new seed in this lifetime and have a completely different life. And I feel, feminine, that you are a part of that. You're definitely a part of that. So what we're going to do, you guys, since we're at the 30-minute mark, is we're going to go ahead now and take it into the extended. So over on the extended, we're going to take a look at the karmic shadow layer. So this is really going to tell us where a lot of the hardships and lessons that you guys have had to go through in order to, get to an eventual point of union, or just, what your guys are both going through. Then we're going to go into the love and light layer. So we're really going to look at, the reason that you guys came together, maybe the mission that the two of you are plugged into in this lifetime, the love and light that you feel towards each other. Then we're going to go into the psychic telepathic dream layer. So this is going to be how your higher selves are communicating, how you guys might be messaging each other in your dreams or through spiritual downloads. And then we're going to go into the ascension layer, which is really going to be about how you guys are ascending forward, how this might eventually, just kind of develop down the line. So if you guys are interested in that, definitely take a look at the link that I will put down in the description box that will take you over to the extended. And I just want to say thank you guys so much again for choosing to watch this reading. All right, you guys take care. Thanks again. Bye-bye.